Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
This is Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Come on. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Everyone's got 4.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 7.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Vick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Go on. 4 down. 4 down. Mike 4. Mike 4. Let's go, D. Yeah. 4. I got it. I got it. Mike 4. Mike 4.
Here's Vick. Complete. Richardson has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Niners' 11-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey, we got 3, fellas. We got 3. Here we go. Watch 7. Boom, boom. Watch 7. 7's the run. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Hey, gun!
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Vick. And this one complete to Reed. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. 12 yards there and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Garoppolo now, and able to haul it in is Kittle. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Breida, and he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, a run from Breida. And an Allen run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
61, max, white. I got this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, 2 taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Check pass, check pass.
First down, Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Slam, slam, slam. Rush twist, rush twist, rush twist.
To Thompson on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Ringo. Watch it slap.
On 2nd and 12, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
24 is the mic. 24 of an order. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, you could just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
11.
Spike 56.
Hey, gun.
Defense all day. 56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We got 4. We got 4.
Garoppolo gives to Breida.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, but not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up second.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Check 52.
They run again with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vic. And quick throw here, that's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Watch the run. 24 is the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, Vic. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine.
Now a run with Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming after you.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Come on. 24 is the
They'll run with Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the block. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
24 is the mic. Coming to you.
They'll try to throw it here. Vic. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Quick edge. Come.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Under 10, 10. Check. 25, check. 21. Here we go.
Here's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check, ready. 6 1. You don't want that. Lucky. Check right. That's it. Turn towards the mic.
Here's Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation. That's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They run it here with Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Michael Vick. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Watch the curl. Check 99. Check 99.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
1 Omaha. Bravo. 2. I got this. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the kick by Elliott is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.